Hello and welcome to a deep dive with your Oshi, a talk show where I speak to your Oshi and ask them all kinds of questions so that you can get to know them a little bit better. Welcome in, and I hope that you enjoy this video.
Teddy bear, plushy panda, cuddly kuma, stuffy owl bear, keepsake brown bear, woolly black bear, beanie polar bear. Stay amazing, that's a nurse's sword. Nightmare whistle! Nightmare whistle! Oh my gosh! Oh, we did it, guys! Ah! Yes! Come to mama, you sweet pony baby! Not today. Not today! Oh my god! Fucking piece of shit! No, that's not what I wanted to do! Fucking piece of shit.
Hi Heidi.
Howdy, hey, howdy, ho, Cully.
Hello, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Oh my god, I'm super excited. And
I'm so
nervous.
excited to have you here. Don't be nervous. You're all good. All is fine. But yeah, you were here because you were nominated by someone on the Twitter to be here. So how does that make you feel? I hope that you're happy to be an Oshi.
I am always mind boggled, but I'm happy, of course.
Yeah,
But yes, I'm like, oh, cool.
hmm
It means I'm doing something right, I guess.
yeah. People wanted to see you because you're an Oshi because they love you and they love your streams and what you're doing.
I don't know. For me, I feel more like a podcaster. Times I stream, I'm like, you know what? Just feel it. Just feel it. If
Yeah. I mean, you
if
go
you're
on,
not
you just do
watching,
what you
it's
feel like.
fine.
No, that second monitor space is so important though. So if you are like someone's
Mhm.
podcaster, then then it's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm
hmm
like, there most of the time I get comments about like the voice and vibes are smooth, and I'm like, okay, that means more than you know.
yeah. Well, I agree about vibes. Like I've mentioned to you before, but often you stream when I'm working, so like I sometimes like have you on in the background, or like I'm unable to watch. But whenever I have you on, or I'm able to stop by chat, like it's always a good vibe, always.
Thank you. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
had people that are like, oh yeah, I'm cleaning the house right now, and I'm like, oh cool, awesome. Don't forget your windows. It's like,
Don't forget the corners of the room. Get the duster.
yep, yep. And if you're short stack like myself, you got to have that Swiffer mop thing. That
Yeah.
thing has an extendable reach, and it's there for a reason.
Oh, that's so true.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh.
Gotta think
Oh.
outside the box when you're short.
No, it's I guess I've never had the problem because I'm very tall myself, so I respect the small people who aren't able to reach. But then also
Oh, no.
like when you have to go down, it's another story when you're tall. So I guess it's just the opposite.
Oh, no, knees pop the same way.
Oh.
Doesn't matter if you're tall or short, when you gotta get up, they pop the same way.
All right. How about you introduce yourself a little bit? Tell the people watching at home who you are, what kind of content you do, and just a little bit about yourself.
Of course, of course. Howdy, hey, howdy, how. I'm Heidi Frisk, magical bear VTuber. Even though I don't have the ears on me now, I do have them. I, of course, am an aspiring voice actress, so if you ever do come to my channel, you'll hear my voice go up, down, all around, different accents, because I like to be silly. And each bear, there's a different bear for each type of game. So I'm a variety gamer, and chatter in the whole thing. Like I said, people use me as podcaster because I'll even talk to myself. I'm also a single mom of 2 plush cubs and, speak a few languages, so English is not good anymore. It's out the window, even though that is my, my home tongue, so apologies. It's called Heidiisms now. We coined it.
How many bears do you
Yeah.
have then? Because you have one for every type of game. How many is it
Mhm.
exactly?
There's 7 bears,
Mm.
and of course the caretaker, which is my natural voice. So for collabs and stuff like that, so I don't have to strain my voice doing super high voices or something like that. I could just chill in my default tones.
Mhm. No, that's pretty cool. So basically, there's like eight bears all in, or seven
Mhm.
voices with eight bears.
Yeah, there's 7 voices, and then of course like the caretaker is just my natural esque voice. Sometimes it
Okay,
could go
okay.
up to Teddy volumes or Onikunuma volumes. It depends on the game that I'm
Mhm.
like playing with collab and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
On your Twitch channel, I love going
Mhm.
through the panels that you have because you have like a picture of each of the bears and
Mhm.
a little kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like a little card of like
Yeah.
this is the game and likes and dislikes, and I thought that's so creative.
Yeah, because like I came up with the idea if you guys I'm probably gonna age myself. It's like the Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny syndrome, they're all cousins, but they all have the same
Yeah.
name.
Right. Okay, okay.
Yeah, so they all have the same name, so it's Heidi Frisk no matter which one you get. But there's Teddy Bear. So Teddy Bear, Kuma, who's cuddly Onikuma, Stuffy Owl Bear, well, Willy Black Bear, Keepsake Brown Bear,
Oh.
uh, uh, no, yeah, and Beanie Polar Bear, and
Ooh.
Plushy Panda. Hello. So yeah, there's a game for each one. We're gonna probably, of course, be retiring some models because they're not like the official model.
Mhm.
So probably, hopefully, one day you'll have just a single model named
Yeah.
Heidi Frisk with all the voices just attached to 'em.
Yeah, yeah, that's one thing I've always wondered. I'm like, how do you keep up with so many models? But they're all gorgeous. Every single one of them is beautiful. But I
Thank
hope that
you.
one day you get that model that you dream of and you can have all the fun voices in one. That would be super, super nice.
Yeah, because like I said, it was supposed to be the Nurse Joy,
Mm.
Officer Jenny thing where they're all related, but just different personalities. So, like I said with the cards, that's like their different personalities just
Mm-hmm.
right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, my next question is what was it that made you decide to start streaming? Like, why is Heidi? How did you get to this point? Were you inspired by
Mhm.
someone? Were you looking for friends? Well, what was it that made you go, I'm gonna go to twitch.tv?
I guess it's a mix. Um like I am a lover of TTRPG games, which is tabletop role playing. If you guys don't know, Dungeons and Dragons is a big no of Call of Cthulhu, Pathfinder. If you guys ever heard of those games, those are all TTRPGs, tabletop role playing. And raised to be an entertainer, but social anxiety as a motherfucker. So I was like, there's no way I could, you know, practice my voice acting besides, you know, Dungeons and Dragons. And one of my friends, called Havoc the Fox, he's also a VTuber, started doing it. He's like, hey, yo, you got the voice for it. If you want to try, go right ahead. I was like, do I
Yeah.
need a model? And then I went down the rabbit hole of every female male VTuber going model shopping, like, ooh, look at this one.
I think that's the most fun part as well, because you're like, oh, I could be this and I could be that, and I want to do this, and oh, pretty.
The hardest thing was finding like a theme or like because you got your foxes, you
Mhm.
got your wolves, you got your unicorn is very
Cats.
rare, I must say.
Yeah, yeah, there's a few of us, but not as many as cats.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll be bear. And so like every Heidi, like I said, like teddy bear, plushy pandas, they're all bears in the bear family. So I try to keep it on to the themes of the bears, if anything. And yeah, it's I wanted to also make some friends because, I moved to a new country, didn't know the language, and was trying to learn it. And hard to make friends when you can't really talk. And
Yeah.
like I said, the social anxiety too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm like outside bad, inside good. But outside bad.
Yeah. No, no outside, no grass.
Yeah. Even though I have a thing called like I have a saying, boo flowers, tickle grass, and tag a tree. It is so hard to get me to do that.
Yeah.
So so yeah, it was my way to, practice my vocals and to just make new friends.
Yeah. No, I really like that. One of the best parts about
Mm,
streaming in Twitch is just how many times you hear people say like, "Oh, I was lonely," or "I was going through stuff," and
mhm.
they're able to find friends or get through like tough times through it. So that's one of my absolute favorite parts about Twitch, and I'm glad that you found that place as well.
Yeah, me too. It's been a wild ride because, I think people who have similar tastes just click very well.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially when, I'm 30, gonna be like 37 soon. It's like I'm gonna be 37. Back in my day, I gotta put on my grandma voice. Back in my day, liking the nerdy things was not, you know, it was not the super fun stuff. Doing your Naruto runs was
No.
frowned upon in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Knowing
remember
Yu-Gi-Oh
like
cards was
mentioning to like one person in high school like, "I watched Fairy Tale," and they were like, "Fucking nerd."
yes.
Whereas, like, nowadays, everyone's watching Jujutsu Kaisen
Oh
and Dan Da
yeah.
Dan and Attack on
Like
Titan.
now it's hip. Like everyone
Yeah.
wants to be a nerd. I'm like, yo, what was this?
Yeah,
Like
that
when
one kid in school that loved Luffy was, like, nerded on, and now everyone loves One Piece, and it's like, "What?
yeah.
Bruh."
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I don't want to be that person to be like, I'm not gonna be,
Gatekeep.
gatekeep.
No, no, no.
I'm not the type. I'm like,
No.
yo, that's amazing you're learning this. By
Yeah.
the way, have you heard of this?
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
like I give warnings to everyone who starts watching Star Wars. Do not watch the Christmas special. Please do not. I was not
Yeah.
warned. I'm here to warn you. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's so funny because I love seeing all of these new people, but at the same
mhm.
time, little me is like, damn, if only it was cool when I was little.
Oh yeah. Like I mean, I get it because
Mm.
like the Marvel movies came out and like everyone was geeking over Marvel and I'm sitting here in the movie theater and friends would be like, "So who's that?" I'm like, "Okay, so Ant-Man, okay, not to be confused with the human Atom dude." It's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like it's
no, and
so
I'm
hard
like,
to keep up with.
yeah, there's a lot of just I guess a lot of my hobby is going into like the big medias, like Critical Role really did do a lot of breakouts. Now, is it the first D&D stuff to come out ever? No, because there is a movie called Dungeons and Dragons and it's
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
really bad. It's like- and I am nerd enough to be like, yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's still fun to see it as expanding to like the younger generations popping in
Yep.
because that's how you keep the hobbies alive in my opinion.
Absolutely. Yeah, when you see a new generation of people starting
Mhm.
to like anime or like Critical Role or any of
Mhm.
those things, you're like, yes, let's
Yeah, because
go.
they come up with their own thing, like, if you ever seen, like, Invader Zim or Avatar: The Last
Mm-hmm.
Airbender, I mean, just them being influenced by Eastern media and animation, like Samurai Jack, it's like the newer generations are coming up with their own stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
it's, super impressive to see how they either because, nothing's really original anymore, but
Yeah.
to just have their own spin to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could be like, okay, this character looks like, I don't know, the fifth Gojo character
Yeah.
seen in anime.
Yeah, literally. Literally. We have seen so many
White-haired girls,
isekais.
pink-haired girls named
Yeah.
Sakura. I'm like, how
Oh, look! Another OP isekai protagonist.
yeah.
Yay!
And boy, does the isekai keep pulling me in.
Yeah,
I'm
every
like, all
time
right.
you're like, another one, but then you're like, I'm watching this. Why? I can't stop
I
watching it.
choose you.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, are they gonna fall in the hole and die? Is this a Truckcoon summons? Is this like a where are we going with here? Is God gonna talk to them, or are they just gonna find their way? It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. All right, moving along.
mhm.
Speaking of streaming and obviously you wanting to find friends, is there someone who you consider to be your Oshi? Because you're nominated to be an Oshi
Yeah.
here, but is there someone who is your like this is my absolute best? This is my Oshi, Kami Oshi. It can be a fleshy or a VTuber.
Honestly, when I was coming out to be a VTuber, there was one who was about to have their own debut called Aether Tales VT, and she's in Australia. So she's been like when I first joined, VTubing, I didn't know a lot of VTubers, honestly, and
Yeah.
I came in at the wrong time. It was Drama Central. It's like Cinder was getting kicked off, and like this
Oh.
like Hollow Live had their own thing. There was like shutdowns like
Yeah.
in bees. Like there was so much drama, and I'm like, they're like, "Do you know?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." So,
Is that how recent you just started around about the Cinder
yeah,
drama?
yeah. I've been officially April a full year
Oh
as a
my
VTuber.
goodness! Look,
Yeah,
happy one
so
year.
yeah, thank you. So yeah, Aether has just been like, my raw through it all. And we both have our sayings because she was like, hey, like, do you have any advice for me? Because I'm about to debut myself. And I'm like, stuff's gonna happen. All right, that's inevitable. So it's just
Yeah.
how you handle it. And of course, having fun is your main thing. If you're not having fun, just it's okay to say, I tried. It's like
Yeah. Oh, I
and
love that.
she's just been there thick or thin. We both going into the new year together, we're like to the moon and back. That's our goal. We're going to the moon together. So to see her
Oh.
exceeding even myself who started before her, I'm like, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Back here and I'm gonna cheer you on.
Yeah. Oh, I love like our little community group because obviously everyone's got their own things, but it all comes together with this community knows
Oh yeah.
this one and this one and this one collabs with this one and this
Mhm.
one knows this one and I met Ether through you and Fluffy and a few other
Yeah.
streamers as well and we've had Fluffy on before and hopefully we'll have Ether on in the future. Um, who was also nominated. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I need to message them about that though, but I'm currently moving.
Oh, that's understandable
Yeah.
though.
But honestly, that it just makes me so happy to see everyone do so well. Like you're doing well
Yeah.
yourself, and
Thank you.
it just makes me happy to see everyone having a good time together, having a good laugh together, and
Yeah.
all just
And it's so
considering
hard
each
to
other
support
Oshis.
everyone too, because like, people stream on the same day, same
Yeah,
time, and I'm like,
yeah,
okay, how many tabs can I have
yeah.
before my computer decides to just yell at me or
It's
sound like an airport?
Yeah, it's one of my biggest issues is like so many of my like streamer friends stream at the exact same time as me and I'm like,
Mhm.
fuck. How do I
Yeah, I
keep up
like
with all of these people?
yeah, I'm like, okay, did I get my okay, like who has like the daily point redeem? Who has like the thing? Like, I'm like, okay. Sometimes I'll pop in for a minute and I'm like, okay, hi.
Hi,
Heidi, hey,
bye.
hi. I gotta go. I'm just
Yeah.
here for a brief moment, or I'm just gonna lurk as I cook and take care of the fams. Just be
Yeah, we
around.
have everyone as their like own personal podcast.
Like like I met you through some great people as well, like
Yeah.
through I met Vix as well through like the same channels. We've done I think like the one of the best things we've done collab wise was of course the RP Minecraft we had
Oh,
together.
yeah.
I was all full in. I was like, ooh, RPing? I don't know Minecraft, but I could do RP. I was like, I can do the role play. Don't worry, I got this.
Yeah, it was such a good server. I hope that very soon we have another Minecraft server, because that's another thing in the works after move. So I hope to see you in the server.
I'm totally gonna be there, honestly. If it wasn't for like the whole Minecraft system trying to crash me out every 2
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, because you had a lot of stuff. I remember, like, we
Yeah.
were on the opening ceremony, and
Mhm.
like, it just would not let you
Yeah.
and one other person in, and I was like, oh my god,
Mhm.
why is this
I
happening? Poor
I had to get
people, they
booped.
just want to play.
I had to get booped by my boss. I was like,
Oh.
boss, do you mind like hitting me real quick? Just so I can stop falling."
Oh man. Yeah.
It was yeah, I was so in. I was like, I made propaganda. I was like, I got my character backstory. I was like, ooh yeah, I got this.
Oh yeah. You
Oh
were in your
yeah.
element with that. It was great fun.
Yeah, and I never played Minecraft. That was the first time I've ever played Minecraft.
Oh,
So I was like, I'm gonna build something.
brick house, yay!
I made the storage thing. I got the flags and everything. Everyone's like, wow, what the you never played Minecraft? I was like, nope.
Yeah.
I was like, this is new. This is new
Mm.
for me.
I'm not very great at Minecraft myself, and I was a team captain, and my teammates were so much better than me, and I used to go to them and be like, hello, help, please.
I had so much fun. And I met
Yeah.
some really fun people. And I know it threw them off with my, like I said, my default voice is super low. So
Mhm.
they were like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I'm sorry, I'll rein it back. I'll rein it back.
Yeah. Oh. All right. So, when it came to outside of VTubing, you are
Mhm.
a mum of two. So, is that a
Yes.
difficult thing to balance? Being a mother and all the things that that has to do, and stream. Is there any
Yeah.
challenges to that?
Yeah, as a single mom of two as well. So it's thankfully they're teenage years or
Ah,
unthankfully. I don't know
yeah.
which one I'm cursed or blessed. I'm like, okay. But it is because, some days they don't want anything to do with me, so
Hmm.
I'm just like, okay. And then other days they're like, oh, can we do this and this? And
Yeah.
like just the other day, they're like, hey, can we watch a movie together? I'm like, yes, we can totally watch a movie together. What do you want to watch? Like, pay attention to me.
Oh.
Like, I think like I don't know what they thought was the coolest. Their mom becoming a VTuber or doing voice acting or doing certain things, but trying to find you know their own hobbies, trying to support it, trying to be there as well with like schoolwork and trying to just even to, like dinners. I'm like, okay guys, I cannot stream these days after these times because I gotta get food on it.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah.
hustle.
Yeah. You gotta feed the family. You gotta feed the
Yeah.
family. Yeah.
Yep. By the time I wake up to the time I sleep, I'm like either on work mode or mom mode. You're gonna get one of the two.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That sounds so difficult, and I take my hat off to you for that, because
Thank you.
it's difficult enough streaming and everything else. So to add being a mother of two on top of that, then you're a super lady.
No, thank you. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm like, am I doing it right? Am I like, am I doing this correctly? Like it's just like with everything else in life. I don't have anyone to be like the it's like you see other people around and they're like, I don't have anyone to be like, hey, like, what are you doing with your kids? Like, I'm like, am I doing this right? I'm like lost at sea sometimes, and it's nice when I'm like, okay, guys, I got to, especially if I'm streaming, I'm like, okay, guys, one of them got sick, I need to go, and they're like, yeah, no problem, we understand. The Cubs come first. I'm like, thank you
Hmm.
so much for understanding. Like,
Yeah, the Cubs come first.
mhm.
Absolutely. I'm glad that we've got a good bunch of people that understand and are just like, yeah,
Yes.
go do what you gotta do. Go.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
it's also, trying to find the balance of it also brings in a different type of audience when they find out that I am a single mom, and they're like, "Oh, so you are a mommy?" And I'm like, "Okay, not yours," but it's like, But I
Okay,
am one.
I'm not your mommy.
Hell yeah. Got him.
All right. And what would you say is your favorite thing about streaming and VTubing in general? Like, is there something that you really enjoy in the year that you've been streaming?
Feeling like I'm not alone.
Mm.
I think because like I said, with anxiety and I am literally an introvert, but with an extrovert tendencies.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
don't get fooled, guys. It's all pajama days in here.
Yeah, real.
Yeah, this is pajama days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear moo today. Just,
I'm so glad I don't have to show my face.
I don't need to wear makeup every day. Hell no, that's for going outside. I don't like to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, I have my jewelry and I have my clothes to go out, but that's a choice.
Yeah, that's like a once in a blue moon thing.
Mhm. Yeah, so it's nice to find others who like, because like I said, being my age bracket as well, it wasn't common as well to like ADHD or talking about issues or it was very frowned upon to even be like, I need to go cry like in front of
Mhm.
people. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like you gotta wait for home like in your room. You were lucky, or in your car with all the windows up and blasting DMX or something. It's like, you know, you wait until you're private spaces.
Yeah.
But to see others and just not feeling alone has really, and then also others as well finding the support and not feeling alone either.
Mhm, mhm.
Especially like I'm scattered brainism, they'll be like, my English is not good. I'm like, neither is mine. We could be, I don't know. We'll speak. We'll make our own lingo. We'll be familiar. We'll speak Sims if need be.
Palumina Zisna?
Yeah,
My book,
yeah,
Glar. Glar!
yana yana. So it's like to just also feel helping others to feel not alone too, and be
Mhm.
like, hey, this is normal. It's okay to feel this way. It's okay to just be yourself, and yourself is amazing.
Yeah, yeah. No, absolutely.
You
Oh,
know, like.
that's such a nice thing to be your favorite thing because it's so nice to feel like you have people that
Mhm.
like the same things as you, you have the same interests, and you can just be your complete self and not have to like
Yeah,
worry or mask. So that's one of the most
yeah.
beautiful parts. I agree.
Yeah, now
But
we still have to keep it within TOS, keep in
yeah.
mind. Keep in mind, TOS, I don't wanna be, like, banned.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we don't
Like,
want to
yeah,
get no buns.
yeah, we don't wanna ban, that's why,
Yeah.
no hips, no hips.
So many people are getting away with hips nowadays though, so
If
it's
they're
crazy.
covered, sure, but,
Yeah. All right,
but
what would
I'm
you
like,
say in
yeah.
contrast is
Mhm.
the worst thing about streaming, or maybe like the part you dislike the most? Maybe not the worst, but just something
Ooh.
that you don't like about streaming, or maybe don't like doing. Like a lot of people say editing, for example.
Um, I guess for me, I am very, like, emotional and stuff like that.
Mm.
So, to me, it's almost like when people get parasocial, or when they try to play on the emotions, the and it's like, okay, I'm sorry, I cannot, I wish I could, but I'm not licensed. I cannot help everybody with
Yeah.
what they're going through, and it
Yep.
hurts.
Yep.
It hurts because like I do want, like, that motherly nature comes around, and I'm like, I do want to help, I really
Yeah.
do. But I can't help everybody, and
Yeah.
it just makes me so sad because I'm like, I'm sorry, I really am. And and then sometimes you get you know the ones that are just like, sup mommy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. I'll entertain you for a brief moment and then you got to go. Because
Yeah.
when I say stop one time, like, don't make me say it 3 times, bruh.
Yeah, yeah. Those boundaries are so important. Like, especially I think
Hmm.
when you're a small streamer like us, you get a closer feel community, which is
Yeah.
excellent. But then you've got to be very careful to be like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm a silly anime girl on the internet. I'm not
Yeah.
licensed to fix you. I can't
Yeah.
do that. Like,
Like, we're here to have a good time,
yeah.
good vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to, I mean, I understand you're having a hard day
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And, recently, just recently, I started having a mod. So I was modding solo for, oh my God, like I said, it's going to be my year. So maybe 3 months off of a year. And,
Mm-hmm.
so like seeing all like I said, it's just, some people they have a really bad day, and some people have a bad day and they come into chat and want to share that bad day.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's difficult sometimes to keep things on topic as well, because sometimes you'll have someone come in
Mhm.
chat who just wants to trauma dump, and you want to be
Mhm.
that safe space for people, so you have to be like, I'm really
Yeah.
sorry, but like, I'm really sorry you've had that bad day, but let's try and keep on topic here. And it's difficult
Yeah.
because you don't want to feel like you're uh, completely
Yeah, like, I'm not
sidestepping.
disregarding.
Yeah,
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 I'm not saying like because I feel bad because I'm like, okay, I'm not coming off. I don't want to come off as a bitch, and I
yeah,
don't want to be like,
yeah, yeah.
and I don't want to be like, okay, your feelings are not important.
Mm-hmm.
It is important, but it's like, okay, we're talking about, I don't know, Gundam, like,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's like,
yeah.
okay, how do I either bring it back or try to, because like I said, everyone's been having a bad day and they
Yeah.
seek, their Oshis
Yep.
or entertainers, it's like to not have a bad day and think of work and all the other grinding stuff that happened. So it's like I get that.
Yeah, and we
So
have our own bad days as streamers. There's been times where I've had awful
mhm,
days and then went to stream, and it cheers me up as well.
mhm.
So it's just a case of
Yeah.
building that safe community for yourself and for everyone else.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. And thankfully, hopefully it doesn't come off because even though I love my models and they're beautiful, the voice really carries on and gives the personality to
Mhm.
everything. So I'm hoping like if I have a bad day, I'm not sharing it with the others too. Like
Oh
I hope
yeah,
like they
yeah,
don't feel that vibe.
yeah. If a streamer is having an off day, you can tell.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes. So I'm hoping like so I'm like, if I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna call it because I rather
yeah.
go in at 100, you know, than try to bring people down at like 50%.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because to me, I'm like, you guys deserve better. And and if not, if you really want to see me, here's all these other people, friendos.
Yeah, yeah.
The people are
If
on.
there's ever a day where you don't feel up to it, you're like, sorry guys, no stream today. Here, go watch this person.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's also another thing that hurts too, because it's like, okay, am I failing? The fear of failing. Am I like letting them down? Am I letting myself down because I've let them
Mhm.
down? Because like I went streaming with sniffles and sick, and then
Mhm.
won't do it again. But I was like, I've
Yeah.
done it. Learned my lesson.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, and in terms of your goals in content, do you
Mhm.
have any goals that like, okay, this is where I want to be in a year, or this is something I want to have done within the next year?
Ooh, within a year. Officially have at least the art, if not the rigging, for my own like Heidi model
Mhm.
esque. The true Heidis. Get them out there, and hopefully everyone just being entertained throughout the whole thing. I also hope that I expand my voice acting portfolio, and because I already submitted something to a video game, and that was like a ball of nerves. So I would love it if things like that just. I know it doesn't just click, but yeah.
Yeah, well,
And if other
hopefully.
people feel lonely.
Yeah. Well, if
Have
anyone's
you ever
watching
got a
this and is hiring voice actors, make sure you hire Heidi.
yeah, or if not, if you're washing dishes and don't know what to tune in, if you see the magical bear on,
Yeah.
just say hi, or even if you don't say hi, I appreciate the lurkers too.
Mhm, mhm.
Honestly, I know Twitch has been really weird with flirking, but to me, I'm just happy just to know that people are there
Yeah,
in
yeah.
some sense.
Okay, and the second last question I have is is there a favorite memory that you have? You've only been streaming for a year, but is there a moment
Hmm.
that really sticks out to you as like, oh, this was the best thing that ever happened?
Ooh, hmm. I think when I stopped slideshowing, it's like when
Oh.
I showed, I used to run on a potato, so it was like a slideshow.
Yeah, well, I've been there. I've been there.
I could move. No, no, no. In all actuality, I think it's when I met. I guess like the. I don't know what to actually call the. Mm, I think it's like the core friend group.
Mhm, mhm,
Honestly, yourself. There's Vixenova, Gal. Galmok the Great, Peoplers, just, Aether also streaming and hanging out with me now instead of just being in the chat.
oh.
Um, And meet special people. I think it's because I also have I don't know if it's has a diagnosis or not, but I have a very memory retaining kind of syndrome thing. So I remember little bits about everyone. But to me, it's like when I first met you,
Oh,
it's plays in my head.
oh
Like,
no.
I don't worry, I won't say anything. I was like,
I'm sitting here and I'm like, what was she gonna say?
no, and I think it's like when I just like met everyone, like Sig, Wolf, and stuff like that, and
Mhm.
felt more comfortable to be like, "Hi, how you guys doing?"
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so nice. Oh, I'm so happy that we got to meet you as well. That you're part of like the I guess
Mm.
it's like core friend group. Yeah, yeah, it's super
Uh,
nice.
I
Yeah.
consider it as a core because it's I feel like even if we haven't talked like in days or
Mhm.
weeks or months, just like when we start talking, it's like we haven't missed a minute,
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. When we played Repo recently, I hadn't spoke to you properly in quite a bit, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, this is just like yesterday."
Oh my gosh, that was so unhinged.
Yeah, that was an unhinged collab. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Leo Kennedy for president.
Get him pregnant.
Yeah, yeah. There's some things that replay in my head all the time. So I'd be like, I'll be doing something, typing, writing a book, I'll be like, Michael Penis, Michael Penis.
You know the amount of people that like will DM me randomly and say, "I hate you," and I'm like, "What? What did I do? Why?" And they'll be like, "I have your stupid Michael Penis song stuck in my head," and I'm like, "I'm so sorry."
Yo, I live for it. I mean, I just now recently tried Iron Brew, and I'm like, oh, it's the brew. I
Yeah,
was like, that's how you say gotta do brew.
the
Like so many
brew.
people are correct. Yeah, so many people corrected me. I'm like, the brew. And I'm like, okay, okay. How many clips do we have of Cully saying brew? See if I say it right.
I love a brew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
another brew. Brew.
Yeah.
I guess I roll my R too hard.
And some
Brew.
Scottish people really, really roll their R's, and other people don't as much. So, like, sometimes people who don't roll their R's, people be like, "Hey, you're not Scottish," and it's like, "Yeah, I fucking am."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I know you are. Like
yeah,
for me, I'm Hispanic, and they're like, you can't speak Spanish. You're not Hispanic. I'm like, just because I don't know doesn't mean you can't invite me to the cookout. Okay? If I
yeah,
could order a croco gandules, guess what you're gonna fucking give me? It's like, guess what empanada? It's like,
yeah. Oh my goodness.
it's just
Um,
that trope. Just because you don't speak the language doesn't mean it's not in your blood, or you
yeah.
don't sound the way doesn't mean you're not. Like I know it's like a title, I guess, in a sense, but
Mhm.
be proud that you're Scottish, It's like,
Yeah.
Scotland forever.
Scotland! I get so patriotic when I hear bagpipes. I'm like, yes.
You are your national like animal for your
Mhm.
country, the unicorn.
Yeah, yeah. I literally remember when I was thinking of what I could do, I was like, maybe I could be a seagull, and I was like, doesn't
Oh my
fit me,
god, that would
doesn't
be
fit
a
me.
whole different type of hoof fix.
And I was like, no, it doesn't fit. And then I was like, maybe I could be a raccoon, like a tanuki. And then I was like, nah, it's not right. It's not right. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna be the national animal of my fucking country. Let's go.
Yes, and I love that you kept the color of your plaid onto your outfits too. Like I super enjoyed it. I like she is so patriotic. I love it,
Yeah.
honestly.
I can't wait to have my proper model re-rigged because it's getting re-rigged at the moment, and some stuff. So I'm excited to have that back. So hopefully we'll both have our own models
Oh my
properly.
goodness. Cannot wait to see it because honestly, like I said, freaking gorgeous models that you have, and I think I entered one stream and you were showing so many more of the lore, like the alien and then the bird. Like, who is this?
Yeah, yeah.
Like the whole like, oh, I'm adopted by.
Yeah,
Like,
the
you guys
alien.
still.
I was anally probed by an alien and temporarily turned into a Glorpy when I was playing Alien Isolation.
Yep, yep, yep. Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. Like I can see it.
I
Like, how
just...
wild is your lore? It's like, is it brought by Gloopy lore? It's like,
Have you been anally probed?
not today. It's like,
Oh,
that was a handsy type of alien. I tell you that for sure. It's like,
I
all hands on deck has a whole new meaning on that ship.
I can't breathe. Oh, okay. Before I collapse, is there anything that you would like to promote before we finish up today? I love self promo. I'm all about
Oh,
it. So if there's
goodness.
anything you want to promote, anything that you want to say before we finish up, floor's all yours.
Oh, goodness. Of course, I'm always welcome to those who want to lurk or more. You could use me as a podcaster, or maybe, I don't know, commission me interesting small buys. I don't know. But yes, Heidi Frisk. You can find me on Twitch. I'm also on the old Tiki Talk. Even though I do have a good old Instagrammy, I'm not really on there all that much, sadly enough. And yes, also, if you don't see me there, I might be collabing with the great, wonderful Kali herself.
Yay.
So you can always pop onto her place and find me there too. You want to
Yeah.
sift through the debris.
Yeah, we'll be sipping brew together.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the brew. But yeah,
All right.
and if, like I said, if you want to try to hire me as a voice actress, I am game. So thank you so much. So
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me on the show. It's been such a nice time. I've laughed so much.
it's always a good laugh. You need to
Yes.
have more laughs in life.
Yeah. All of Heidi's links will be down below in the description, as always. Thank you so much for joining another episode of Deep Dive with your Oshi, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye
Bye
bye!
bye, and thank you for being amazing and stay amazing, because that's the nurse's orders.
Bye!
Bye bye!
Teddy bear, plushy panda, cuddly kuma, stuffy owl bear, keepsake brown bear, woolly black bear, beanie polar bear. Stay amazing, that's the nurse's orders. I will see you in late night confessions. Seek comfort in the cuddly. Roll the dice and take initiative. Nothing wrong with a little spice in life. Nothing wrong with some